chairman, the chairlady, father of the day, mother of the day, the chief launcher, though in absentia, special guest of honor, and the members of the high table that I have not called their names. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all welcome. I have been told to review the literary book being launched here today, which is written by Dr. Mark A.C. Ogbodo. One may wonder what concerns a medical doctor with literary work. But if you think deep down, I suggest it is articulated emotion, having listened to the personality of the writer. Dr. Mark is a conscientious, intelligent, diligent, and ever-successful scholar. As you have listened to his profile, you will agree with me, it is real. Hence, he's a writer. As you have heard, he has been writing, and he has written again. He's a writer with great articulated emotion. If you have read the first book he wrote, you will see that he has put in much into it. Most writings are purgation of emotion. This I will testify as a literary student, as I have always been. I read art, and I majored in English language, and I have read a lot. Most often, writing comes from emotion. And from my viewpoint, emotion is the hidden taproot of this exposition, the book we are launching today. This book, entitled Amour Maternel, Mother's Love, written by Dr. Mark A.C. Ogbodo, contains 68 pages in 8 chapters. You may say 8 chapters, 68 pages, yes. The information that is there, the material that it contains, has been carefully articulated, that every word that you read out of the book means so much and has something to impart. In this prose work, the author uses characters to draw the attention of the reader to what is expected of a mother in bearing, nurturing, and equipping a child for greater life's challenges in order to build a happy and stable woman that would maintain a healthy and cordial social relationship. What's the value of human beside us if there is no cordiality? And this is the cry of Nigeria today, that you sit down, you watch your back, because you are not sure there is cordiality of another person sitting beside you. But once this is assured, you relax and you feel happy. Whatever I have to say is built on the central theme, which is mother's love, that generates real human that imparts life positively. Mother is a value, and when the attribute of mother fully is imparted in the little one grows to become a lovable person, just like the mother. Nevertheless, my view cannot give full detail of what the book has to expose concerning mother-child relationship, in tune of away from home relationship. And this is the reason everyone needs to read the book, Amour Maternel. From the beginning to the end, the author paints a family that is in the paramount need of recollection of humanity, that is from the onset was trashed from the tray of love, out of self-esteem of the mother. The book exposes the ugliness of pursuing material acquisition against devoting quality time with love and conscientiousness of making a functional human being. The author has explored the impact of lack of maternal love extensively. This runs through the chapters from the period of child dependence to adult independence, using the power of description that appeals to senses. Hence, as you read, you are catapulted into the scenes and integrated with the actions. If you pick the book, you wouldn't feel like dropping it, more so as it is packed with ideas. Once you pick the book, you are carried away until you are done with it. And the joy of reading it and the lesson that it imparts keep ringing in your heart. The joy of having a child could be marred by lack of motherly devout care. A mother who only pursues her career ends up distorting the expected mother-child relationship. And what's the resultant effect? The child gets bonded and fond of the father or available caregiver who spends more time with the child. Of course, closeness intrigues sense of love. So, whom a child is close to wins her love. Very much obvious. This is why we see some children, they call their mother aunt. They call their mother sister, because the child gets to be close to a caregiver. Little wonder, Ojela was badly impacted in character and academics as her father, who is her friend indeed, dies. Thus, she escapes to solitude. Amour Maternel portrays a vivid picture of how psychological abnormal behaviors take over a cherished daughter when her widowed mother abandons her to acquisition of wealth and fame. Ojela escapes to a course of study that would hide her. In conformity with her life-alone acquired attitude, she becomes a reserved person. She rebuffed familiarization even among her equals. She is easily provoked and would exhibit mistrust, threw tantrums, and even threatened to kill herself. How can Ojela give what she does not have? She is devoid of love and cannot give love to anyone. She lives without love, all alone in the corner, and distance from people, from no comfort, with no comforting ear. She is lost in the desert, yet she has a living mother. She has a living mother, not a total orphan. What a mother. All that the mother provided for her material needs is not measurable to maternal love. Thus, she keeps being hungry and in search of love. Amidst the suitors, Ojela is the ways of her father. The light on her being is the manner of her father's doings. Hence, Okekeni, the successful suitor, can only awaken her love by referring to her as beautiful princess, as contained in chapters 2 and 6 of the book, as the father would identify her. No other thing intrigues her, if not the treatment she received from her late father. Other suitors were there, and she couldn't see anything whatsoever good about them, except this man, who, out of luck, permit me to say, out of luck, win her love, because she could see the element of her father, who was there for her. But then, lying side by side with this joy is the maternal deprivations that denied her mother's presence, which made her be a want of attention, cum laude. Will this Okekeni be able to fill this gap? This gap has been created. Mother's love has not been exhibited, has not been imparted. Therefore, this original inspirational piece of work has come at a very good time when chaos avail in relationships as social settings. Yes, as social settings. Young men, you go to marry, and you believe that a young girl you have married is coming because she has agreed to love you. And in the home, she gets easily irritated, throws tantrums here and there. Something was wrong when she was coming up. And if only mother has sat with the girl and actually imparted and have given the true lesson that's supposed to be given, such a girl would have come with full love. And this is why reading of this book is highly important. Why is this highly important? As you read as a young girl, peradventure this is missing in you, you get yourself equipped and work on it, because you get to know, wow, if I proceed with this treatment I have received, this is what it's going to look like. And as a young man, peradventure is already happening in your life, you will get to know, wow, this is likely to be. When you trace the background, you might discover that this might be what you are suffering. And what about we, the aged ones? We are not left aside, because most often we are looked upon as counselors. We are looked upon as mothers that receive the young ones. We have to get to know what is expected of us. Everybody, therefore, needs to read this book. It will help prospective fiancé, young and elderly spouse, teachers at all levels of social institutions, counselors at every walks of life. This book should be found in the library of every household, school, church, hospital, correction centers, counselor's office, everywhere where there is humanity. And you need cordial social relationship. This book should be found in the environment and every hand. Reading of Amour Maternel is a necessity to avoid a battered life and relationship. At this point, I thank you for giving me the audience.